All right, good afternoon, everyone. Rainy Friday afternoon. Wish it was raining a little bit harder. So FSD currently says self-driving may be degraded. As we can see there, it made a abrupt stop for no reason twice there. You can see FSD was engaged. There were no pedestrians or anything crossing, so it may be degraded as it's not sure what to do. So we'll see. Four-way stop here. I should be the last to have the right of way, so that's correct. So it's my right of way now. And let's go. So I'm on FSD 12.5.4.2 on hardware 3. And I am currently in chill mode with auto set speed off. We'll see how FSD performs. I will be extra cautious as the condition warrants. Made a left turn, left lane change, and now right lane change. So this is flooded, this area is flooded, so whoa, okay. I let it continue on because wanted to see what FSD would do. Obviously, if I was driving manually, I would not have gone into that flood area or that flood part of the road. So some more a little bit flooded there as well. FSD just went through it. So left turn here, yellow, we should be stopping, yes. Okay. So flood on the road and FSD either didn't detect it or just ignored it. It's fine. Usually I would not, if I was driving manually, I would not go into the flooded area because you never know what it's hiding. So usually I'll go around it, but for the sake of testing FSD, I let it do what it did. So hope the rain doesn't let off because I want to try FSD and see how it performs in full downpour. Okay, so we have a left turn now. So cars are full stopped ahead and we're now finally easing off. Looks like we have a stalled car up here. No, it's the other side, okay. So an accident on the other side of the road. Unfortunate. I was just saying that the speed control of FSD is not too good. We can see that when we made that left turn, traffic was full stopped ahead, but FSD proceeded to accelerate up to the max speed, and then it needed to hard brake. Okay. So I may disengage for routing purposes. Meaning that I may disengage to take a different route that the navigation is wanting to go, just because I prefer certain routes. So far, I don't expect FSD to perform. Okay, so it's, yeah, we can see, so it's braking. It's got several jolts of brakes there in the intersection. We know that this version, especially on hardware 3, I don't know if it happens on hardware 4, but there's phantom braking on green lights in the intersection. And that was close to it right there. Okay. Looks like the rain is letting off. But the roads are probably still pretty bad shape, so we'll see. Okay, four-way stop. We're clear. And we blast it off. Starting to sound like a broken record, but yeah. I am not pleased with the way it accelerates off the line. Sometimes it does it well, very smooth, very, very smooth and very adequate speed control. And sometimes it just full sends. And we're pretty aggressive accelerating. We can see cars are up ahead. And okay, and this is the, oh, actually, no, it was, I thought I was going to make a right here, but no, so I'll continue FSD. So far so good. There's going to be a little bit of highway driving here on my drive today, so we don't have the end-to-end highway stack, unfortunately, for hardware 3 cars, so that'll still be on the V11 stack. But I'll attempt to do as much FSD as possible. So up ahead, it's saying the route is going to take us for a right turn, which I will disengage because I want to go straight instead. So here it is. So I'll go straight, and then we'll resume FSD once I pass this intersection and know that it will reroute to the way I want it to route. Okay. You can see it's still trying to loop us around back that way, so I'll wait until it gives up on that. Okay, it's given up on that, so let's go this way. So we have a 4-way stop here. So I should have the right of way, but of course, yeah, that's fine. That was close. We both stopped at the same time. Okay, so we're going to make a right onto this relatively busy road and cross the bridge. So as mentioning earlier, V3 cars are still on version 12.5.4.2. So I don't know of any V3 hardware 3 cars on 12.5.6.x. And supposedly by Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving, I guess around Thanksgiving can be after Thanksgiving, V13 should be rolling out. Most definitely only to hardware 4 cars first, and then to hardware 3 cars. I suspect we're not going to see V13 for hardware 3 this year at all. That's my guess, because we're not even on 12.5.6, so no way we're going to be on V13. Okay, so we should be making a left up here. So green arrow, so we should be good to go. It's a little bit slow. Okay, go. So there's no one behind me, so I'll let it be slow. And we need to follow the road right here. Okay, again, a little bit slow. So far I haven't taken over. Speed max here is 30, but it's going, okay, now it's slowing down for the intersection again. And now it's starting to go back up, okay. And speed limit here is 25, so it dropped back down, so not FSD's issue or fault. So we'll be merging onto the highway here. And another jolt of brake right there. So 2 lanes, we can take either lane. It decided to take the left lane. So I've seen other reviews or other FSD drives on YouTube where it stops for metering lights. So let's see if it does here, because my experience is it doesn't recognize it. Alright, so we are straddling both lanes. Luckily there's no car to my lane to the right. Okay, so the car is gone. Okay, so we have a green now, and it didn't go. So it missed the green. We got a green again, and it's not going. Okay, so there's no one behind me. We got a green again. Okay, so on the third green, it went. So there was no one behind me, so I let it figure itself out. So I'm on minimal lane change, and I'm going to lower the speed because I don't want it to okay, so you can see traffic is fully stopped ahead. Pretty congested on the highway. Speed control is okay, is good. So it's 3:55 right now, so being a Friday, I would say this is right in the smack of high peak commute time. People leaving work early, people leaving, going out of town, etc., etc. So, and besides, this part of the highway is always congested anyways on a normal day. So far so good. I haven't disengaged that I remember. We went from the local road onto the highway with the metering light. Handled that. It handled it. I don't think it handled it well, but you know, I think the metering light was transitioning from red to green too quickly. And once FSD decided to go, and it's green and it's red, so it says, oh, okay, I need to stop. So on the third try, it said, wait a minute, I'll be stuck here forever if I don't go, right? So on the third try on the green, it went, which is good. So if I was driving manually, obviously I would probably lane change into the second lane, but I want to let FSD do its thing. So maybe I'll take away minimal lane change, but then it gets really annoying because it'll ping pong back and forth, back and forth. So I'd rather deal with this than that. But this lane is going to be very congested, so I might move over. So I'll signal and hopefully FSD will move over manually. So that's enough space right there, good, okay. So FSD took that lane change confidently, which is good. Go out one more. Another confident lane change. We can see highway is really congested. Happy that people are driving slow and not trying to beat the traffic in this condition. Even the semi is coming out, cutting me in front of me. That's a safe lane change, so no complaints there. Okay, so it's wanting to lane change, and I disengaged because I didn't want it to go into that lane because that lane's going to be backed up pretty soon up ahead. So I'm currently driving manually, and minimal lane change is still on. So once I pass this pack of cars on the right, I'll make the lane change in. So this section of the road gets pretty congested because there's a junction to another highway up ahead, and also there are people taking these two exits right here before the junction. So it usually gets jammed up here and it eases off up ahead. So once I see that it's eased off, I'll move in and re-engage FSD. So let me re-engage now to see if it'll make the lane change back in. So immediately it signals to go in, and it goes in. So it's a safe lane change, but again, earlier than I would have done it, but we're testing FSD, so I'll let it do what it does. So indicating another lane change, so safe lane change, but it looks like at least this exit is closed. I see an arrow here, so this part of the road may be flooded, which is a good test. Yes, it looks like the road is flooded up ahead, yeah. So good test. So this exit is completely flooded, so they're not, oh, people are still taking it, but we can see the road right here is flooded, so I'll hold on. Okay. So it went through the flooded area of the road, and we can see there's a bunch of debris, a lot of debris on the road. Okay. So I'll be extra cautious here because FSD, hopefully FSD's been trained on all of these horrible road conditions. So we can see there's a bunch of stuff on the ground. It's probably the rain, the flood, washing things up, kicking things up into the roadway. Okay, so we have to our right an on-ramp of cars coming on who need to get on the highway, and we have the furthest 2 or 3 lanes are going straight, and then we have the inner 2 lanes going off to a junction, to a different highway, which is the route that we're going to take. So I'll be patient and I'll let FSD do what it does. So we're on chill mode with minimal lane change on. Max speed is set at 60 currently. So we can see the inside lane is got some water, not flooded, but it's got some water on the shoulder. highway patrol to our right with his lights on. So I'm on chill mode, and the follow distance is a little bit further, and people are just taking advantage of that, which is fine. Okay, so I would say so far so good. So this, okay, so this road here is flooded. People are moving around it. And we're just going straight through it. That was not very courteous. The car to the right lane wanted to sort of avoid the flooded puddle area by going a little bit into our lane, but we're just like straight centered in our lane and giving him a car wash at the same time. So sorry about that. Yeah, so curious to know from the Tesla team whether or not FSD is trained on flooded road conditions. So it didn't look like it based on what it did there. But again, flooded roads can be very dangerous because we don't know what's hiding underneath the puddles and the flooded area. Okay, slow down. Yeah. So if I was driving manually, I know I say that a lot, but I wouldn't have been this fast and this close. I probably would have eased off way earlier before that car pulled off to the left shoulder there. So I'm pretty sure we're going 48 while the max is 60 because we're blocked. There's cars in front. But if not, I'm sure we're going to reach the max speed. Okay, so we need to be, okay, yeah, so it's going a different route. So let me disengage and take another route. So that's a disengagement on my side, my own preference to go a different route. So nothing wrong with FSD there. Wonder how FSD would have handled those water splashing down. Okay, re-engaging FSD. So we need to make a right turn here, and immediately at the light, we need to make a left turn. No, don't go, no. Okay. So I disengaged there because, again, we need to, after this stoplight, we need to immediately make a left turn. And we can see there's cars lining up for that left turn. If we were to go into that lane, we would not be able to get into the left turn lane unless someone lets us in, but no reason it should do that. We can see that is such a short section right there. So let me add a waypoint so it will go the route that I want it to go. Okay, that's worse. Okay. So I'll disengage there and I'll re-engage. So this is the right turn I'm talking about, right turn, and immediately we need to get into this left lane. So that would not have been possible if we were making a right turn on that lane. Okay. Okay. And I entered a waypoint here because I wanted to go straight down this street right here. Okay, so let's see. So I engaged FSD when the car was full stop. So let's see if it starts off on its own. So this black car up ahead did essentially what we were just talking about, making a right turn in the right lane, and now is going to, I think his blinkers are still on, is going to try to make a left turn. Let's see what he does. Hopefully he just gives up on making a left turn, but I saw his left blinker. Okay, yeah, so his blinkers are off, so he's going straight. Or she. Okay, we have a left arrow, and as I suspect that car is made a left turn on the second lane. So all in all, will be whether it'll be pretty well. I don't think it'll make a big. Rain's still hard. So yeah, so many right on that. So it'll be a lot of and clear that power stop again. So so you just smoothly slowly harder stop again. Don't need to punch it over here. Hold on, here. I think so. I see a signal. It's like a lot of something. It's going to be that means like a turn. We'll see what it does. Okay, so we can see phantom braking at the green light intersection. So luckily there was no cars behind me, because if so, would have been annoying for them. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so phantom brake. So it actually started to phantom brake and then the light turned yellow, so it just might as well stopped. But you can see it started slowing down before the light was anywhere near yellow, unless it read the pedestrian cross countdown, which I don't think it does. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If it does, I'm very surprised if that was the case. So we're blasting off. So same situation again. Okay, this time it turned yellow before we even got there.